Welcome to Pack Territory, your #1 source for Loyola sports. I'm Chloe Caudle.
And I'm Morlier, and this is your sports report for the week of April 27th. The Wolfpack baseball team was blown out in the series opener by William Carey, 11-1. William Carey opened up strong in the second inning, scoring 3 runs. Loyola scored their only run in the 5th inning, but the Crusaders would go and add 2 more runs in the bottom of the 5th, securing the win. The team is playing William Carey again, so they have a chance to redeem themselves right now. The score is currently 0-2. They will also play them again today at 3:30 to close the series.
The men's tennis team was also unlucky today. They were playing in the SSAC championship against Mobile. They lost in the opening round 4-1. The Pack finished the season 8-10. The women's tennis team is also in action at 2 p.m. today versus the University of Mobile.
And on the men's tennis team, they did get a few SSAC awards. 7 players were named to the SSAC All-Academic Team. This is a record for the program. 2 players were named to the All-Conference list. Francisco Javier Ars Vieira was named to the team for the 2nd time in a row. And Theo de Bacare was put on the team for the first time.
The women's tennis team also got a few awards. 10 players got named to the SSAC All-Academic Team. This is the largest group that has been on the All-Academic Team for Loyola. 3 players were named to the All-Conference Team. Lucy Carpenter is on there for the 3rd year in a row, and freshman Michaela Ponce and Adele Ferreras was also named to the team. And Ponce was named SSAC Co-Freshman of the Year. Congrats to all these players.
And in women's golf, the team placed 2nd in the SSAC Women's Golf Championship. This is the best finish for the program since 2019 when they won the championship. Daniela Salazar and Blair McKenzie also had top 10 finishes. Salazar finished tied for 6th and McKenzie tied for 8th place.
I got to talk to our very own Emma Smithers about how she did at the golf tournament. Let's take a look. I'm here with our very own Emma Smithers. Now, Emma, tell us how you did in the tournament you recently played in.
Yeah, so we just played our conference championship, and our team finished 2nd overall, and I finished 3rd individually.
How does it feel to finish 3rd overall, like in the individual side?
It's good, but I was really hoping to do a little bit better. I had a little bit of trouble the 3rd day. I couldn't really get anything to work my way, and I made kind of a dumb mistake towards the end. But all in all, it was a pretty good close to the regular season. I had a tough little run for some of the other stuff, so it was good to finally play some good golf and feel like I was in control of what was happening again.
Yeah, I saw it was your best finish this season, so.
It was my best finish this season in the spring.
All right, so how do you guys feel about how the season wrapped up overall, or at least on your individual success?
I mean, on my individual success, I feel like I'm, hitting my stride during the right time, and I think I feel the same way about the team. I think that it was, a good confidence builder to see that we can have more than 1 or more than 2 people play well on the same day, which is really important. It's all kind of about timing, getting everybody to play well at the same time, which isn't something that you can always control, but it was nice to finally see that come together right before the national championship. So I think everybody's pretty pumped up moving forward. We've got less than a month until nationals, so we're ready to just take a day or 2 off and then kick it back into high gear and get going.
Yeah, I was about to ask, what are you looking forward to next season? I know you're just wrapping up, so,
yeah.
Haven't really thought about it. But
I mean, before we get into next season, I think we're really all just pumped up for nationals. Last year, the team had the best finish ever for the program. We finished 5th at nationals, and I think that this year's team is just as strong. We are in a really stacked conference. We've got, aside from us, I want to say there are 2 top 10 ranked teams. The team that ended up winning is ranked 2nd in the nation, I think, somewhere between 2 and 5. And, we had them by a couple of shots the first 2 days. So, we know that we can keep up with those schools that we might have felt before that we had no chance with. So I think it's good. And then next year I feel the same way. We're keeping mostly the same team. But this year it's you take 5 people to each tournament, and we've got 7 people that could be in that 5. We've got a good team, and then we'll get 2 more next year, and it's going to just be an even bigger hassle for our coach to figure out who he's going to take. But we're keeping mostly the same team, so I think that by the time that next year rolls around, it's just going to be you know, we've got a lot of talent, and all that talent's going to be a little bit more mature, have a little bit more tournament experience. So I think that next year can be really great too.
All right, we're looking forward to it. Thank you for coming on, Emma.
Yeah.
All right, back to you guys at the desk. Speaking of golf, Caitlin Montoya was named the SSAC's Newcomer of the Year. Montoya transferred from Louisiana Monroe. She had her best round during the Cary Collegiate, where she shot par both times. This is the second time in 3 years that the honor has gone to someone on the Loyola women's golf team.
We do have a lot of SSAC champions right now, and they also announced that their postseason awards are coming. Catherine Singletary, Lainey Kristen, and Blair McKenzie and Emma Smithers made the SSAC All-Conference second team. Singletary was named to the SSAC freshman team. On the men's side, 8 players earned SSAC All-Academic awards and honors, and Arthur Mujic was named All-Conference second team.
The first round of the NBA playoffs is finishing up. The Eastern Conference wrapped up last night with the Boston Celtics beating the Atlanta Hawks 128-120. They won the series 4-2. The Celtics will be going against the Philadelphia 76ers. The 76ers swept the series against the Brooklyn Nets. The biggest upset in the East was the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Miami Heat. Miami's Jimmy Butler went off, allowing the Heat to win the series 4-1. They will be going against the New York Knicks, who won their series against the Cleveland Cavaliers 4-1.
And in the West, there are still games to come and decide, but let's start with who's already made it in. The Denver Nuggets won their series against the Minnesota Timberwolves 4-1. The Phoenix Suns beat the LA Clippers in their series 4-1, and they will play the Nuggets next. Now the 2 games to watch are the Memphis Grizzlies versus LA Lakers. The Lakers are leading the series 3-2 and have a chance to end it tonight at 9:30. The other is the Sacramento Kings versus the Golden State Warriors. The Warriors are also leading 3-2 right now, but a lot is riding on both teams. The Kings haven't been in the playoffs since 2006, but Stephen Curry wants another ring. They would put him in the GOAT conversation. The game is at 7 tonight. Chloe, who do you think is going to win?
Look, I don't actually know who's going to win, but I would like the Kings to win because, you know, like the Beam, they haven't been in the playoffs since 2006. I think it would be fun, and they had a really good season. I think this would really be icing on the cake, a real Cinderella story.
No, I think they're real underdogs in this case. A lot of people go with Golden State Warriors because that's what I hear in conversation. Me, I don't watch basketball. I've never watched a single game of basketball in my life. I haven't watched a single game of football, yet I'm anchoring this sports show, and I think it's really ironic, but I'm going to go for the Golden State Warriors because that's what people root for.
Okay, do you think they're actually going to win the whole thing? The Golden State Warriors? Yeah. I mean, they're reigning champs. I personally have the Celtics winning it all, but last time I said a team was going to win it all on this show, they got knocked out 3 days later. So, you know, hopefully I haven't jinxed it, but...
Well, luckily we don't have any money on it.
Yeah, unlike last time. Anyway, switching to football, the NFL draft started last night. The draft started off with the Carolina Panthers, who picked up #1 pick, Bryce Young, a quarterback from the University of Alabama. The New Orleans Saints, though, are looking for a front 7. Last night, they picked up the number 29th pick, Brian Breezy, a defensive tackle from Clemson. We will see who else the Saints pick up in the 2nd and 3rd round tonight at 6 p.m. and Saturday at 11 a.m.
And sports are coming to an end for the semester, but the Loyola baseball team will be in the SSAC Baseball Championship on Wednesday in Hattiesburg. Right now, it's not clear who they are playing yet.
That's it for Pack Territory this semester. Thanks for watching. We'll be back next semester. And I would like to give a send-off to Caleb. He's a senior, so he will be the only one not back next semester.
You know what that calls for?
Yeah, you got to do a
One
how.
last time.
One last how. Oh!